Does gear actually make your photography better? It's been something that we have debated since there were cameras, and it's something that we will debate as long as there's a YouTube. The answer is simple. Yes. Gear does make a difference with your photography, and better gear does make you a better photographer. There are three distinct ways that gear improves your craft as a photographer, and today we are going to discuss it. Does gear matter? Yes, and let's talk about why. So, what is the first piece of gear that can make you a better photographer? It's a camera. Now, let's clear up one thing. Cameras actually do not help you produce better images. So that can be confusing, because when I had a 5D Mark III and I upgraded to an R5, I was very disappointed that the quality of my images actually didn't change, and because Lightroom had not updated the profiles, the colors in my old camera actually looked better than the R5. So how does a camera make you better at photography? The answer is clear. Features. And one feature that stands out above the rest is autofocus. A 5D Mark II, a DSLR camera, has 9 autofocus points. 9. A 5D Mark III, a huge upgrade, 41 autofocus points. The 5D Mark IV, 61 autofocus points. The Canon R5, a mirrorless camera, 1,053 autofocus points. And if you jump from 9 to 1,053, there is no comparison. It makes shooting portraits infinitely easier. There is no focus and recompose. You have focal points all over the camera, so that doing a shoot, it is much easier when you have a newer camera. So what are some other features that makes upgrading a camera worth it? Well, we have a few. First of all, speed. New cameras can shoot way over 20 frames per second. Faster memory cards, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, electronic silent shutters, and one of my favorite features of newer cameras, USB-C charging. So, don't think that a camera is going to give you better quality, because most times it won't. But it does make your job as a photographer infinitely easier. If you're looking to upgrade the quality of your images, there is one piece of gear that can help you do that. And that piece of gear is a great lens. Lenses are what determine the color, the contrast, the sharpness, the bokeh of your photographs. Lenses are what lead people to say, that is a beautiful picture. Whatever system I use, one of the first things that I do is I upgrade the kit lens to a prime 50mm piece of glass. And I can say that every time I am amazed at the difference that a lens makes on any camera from any system. The lens is a piece of gear that can upgrade the quality of your work instantly. Lenses also determine the boundaries of your photography. They determine how close you can shoot, how far away you can shoot, how wide you can shoot, what's in focus. Your lens is the eye of your camera. And the better your lens, the better your pictures will be. So does gear matter? Well, you tell me. Will a kit lens be able to compete with a 50mm prime? The next piece of gear that will elevate your photography is lighting. Lighting is the piece of gear that will help define your style as a photographer. And I have some really good news. The best piece of lighting gear that you can possibly use is actually free. It's priceless, but it's free. And that is sunlight. By mastering sunlight and finding the right times of day that match the style of photography that you're looking for will make your photography levels grow by leaps and bounds. And you know what? I've tried to beat free, but you can't. However, if you were looking to do studio work and shoot indoors and do events, well, you know what? Artificial lighting will make your work grow and get better. And I will say, better lights lead to better photography. And I can say that because I've been there. I've bought the Amazon lights, and I've bought I'm not gonna say the brand, but I've bought some cheaper brands, and I found that when I upgraded my lighting to more reputable brands, my work got better. So, lighting is a way to upgrade your style, and it is another way that gear does make you a better photographer. So, does gear matter? Yes. Yes, gear absolutely does matter. Cameras make your job easier, lenses help you produce better images, and lighting helps you establish your style. My go-to setup right now is a Canon R5 with the RF 50mm 1.2 and an ADOX 200 with a Westcott Octabox. With this setup, I feel like I can conquer the world, and because I have this gear, I really don't have to worry about gear. See, that's the thing. When you find the perfect gear that works for you, that's when you start saying things like, gear doesn't matter. So I hope that you find the right gear so that it doesn't matter that much for you. But you know how I feel about it. Whatever gear you have, I just hope that you're using it, and I hope that you are enjoying it. Until next time, peace.